Hey guys, this is a developer video for the dummies. And the reason I'm building this video is because the other day I was watching a streamer. I'm not going to mention which platform because I'm trying to be a nice guy, But I wanted to grab the mouse from him and be like, "No! Stop it. That's not how you do a map." I just but it was his first day with the engine, and so I get it. I get it, but a lot of these tutorial videos from amazing content makers, they don't teach what an overworld tile set is. They don't teach what an inside tile is, which is the SF RTP tiles and stuff. They show you how to make an amazing map for starters, and those videos are amazing. But let's go over the small details for how to get started making those maps. Okay? That way, the next time I see a new person on their first day with RPG Maker, I'm not wanting to rip my hair off. Okay, guys? So let's get started. So I'm gonna start with a new file for the sake of this video. Let's call it whatever you want. RPG Maker for dummies. And you know what? Because of that name, I'm gonna release this to the public when it's got enough content so that other developers can learn from it, So, alright, let's get started. So the first thing you're gonna see, of course, is this little thing right here, and it's gonna load all of the resources that you just finished purchasing from RPG Maker. Look, that's a good thing because let's just say my artistic skills aren't fire. Okay. They're ice. Ice cold. But oh man, I am bad at jokes. But let's let all our resources load. And okay, there's the play button right here, and right off the bat, oh, let me lower my volume because it's gonna kill our ears right now. Oh snap. Yeah, we gotta, that's right off the bat. You got a game. Boom, you got a game. Okay, but let's build your own game, your own maps. I'm gonna try and make this video as short as possible. Hopefully I don't make it too long. That's the last thing that I want. So maps. Right now I just want to go over maps. So this is an overworld map. Oh, and by the way, up here, events. This is to build NPCs or, give commands like a transfer command, transfer from one map to another, or a dialogue command like force an NPC to say dialogue when you approach it or when you touch the action button with, your Xbox controller or whatever, We're not going to mess with that right now. We want to do the mapping. So this is the eventing. This is the mapping right here. And this is the overworld tile set. Okay? So you can build your ocean right here, and you can just draw. I love this engine. It's any child can build a game with this engine, And for advanced developers, you can build, I'm gonna go ahead and say you can build AAA content, because there's a game out there that I know made thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars with this engine. Okay. Anyway, so here's our little map. Now, you're gonna remember I said overworld tile set. This is a continent. That's the size of this tile set. Okay, that's why it shows towns. These all of these tile sets, all of these tiles, like kitchen tiles. That's the best way to explain it. You're gonna place tiles down. Okay, tiles. There you go. That's a town. That's a town. That's a big city right there. That's a slightly more big city. And then mountains. Let's add some mountains. And oh yeah, and if some of these tiles overlap to make your maps look good. So let's make a tree here, the tree of life maybe. Let's just call it lore for this game, So and then this is gonna be this is our standard close to the shore water. That's what we're gonna call it. And yeah, there you go. Okay, that's our this is our map. Okay, I'm just gonna destroy that city with my hand, with my mouse. Okay, so that's the overworld. Let's call this overworld, and that's because right here, the tile set, overworld. Okay, this is the country tile set. Okay, that's what we're gonna call it. This is a country. Okay, here let's boom, just like that. Now we have two countries. Okay, so okay. So that's the size of this tile set. One size lower, you're gonna wanna click on your project, not your country, not the map. So this section right here is where all your maps are at. So this is map 1. You want to make another map, click on your project, create new, and so we're done with country building. Okay, now we want to build the cities, the towns, everything inside our country. Okay, so we can go with outside tile sets, which gives you kind of like town looking tiles, like wooden houses. Okay, see, this is, oh whoops, this is a wooden wall, brick wall. You can tell right away this is for towns. Okay, and we also have SF outside, not just regular outside. And this is kind of like city tiles, sort of. So you can see the little doors right here, and then you can see we got roads also. Garbage cans. Where's our road? I know this tile had a road somewhere here. Okay, here. So you can kind of just like build roads. Well, I guess the wrong one, I guess. You can kind of build roads, and so, and then the ceiling, we want to build the ceiling to the city, So let's call this town city. let's call it tiny town. And because we called it a town, you know, let's not use the city tile set. Let's use the oh, and by the way, I just erased all of that by right clicking. Whatever you right click, that's what the tile becomes. Okay, so if I right click out here, that's my new tile. Right click on here, that's what I'm gonna paint in. Right click here, that's what I'm gonna paint in. Okay, so the next tile set is inside tiles, or SF inside, but since we went with town tiles, let's use kind of like town-ish looking tiles for our inside also. And this is our country. This is the town. This is the inside of a home. This is the next level of tiles, the lowest level of tiles. Housing tiles. Let's call it, let's see, what do I want to call it? Let's call it dummies house. Let's call it like that. So we want to go ahead and I need a smaller map. I want a small little town. So this is the little town, okay? So 3 houses. This little town has 3 houses. So we're gonna go into our town map, and our little town map has 3 houses. Oh, and by the way, you can increase the size of your map. So this is the width of your house map, and that is the height of your house map. So you hit OK, and the map stretches depending on how many blocks you added into the little town. So this is the fill bucket of the fill. See, it fills the whole screen. So let's put some grass. And this is not a mapping tutorial, guys. This is to show you how to get started with mapping, not a mapping tutorial. Because this is where I'm going to start going into the details for how to map. See these guys right here? These are walls, and above them, that's the ceiling. And you must, anyone who builds games in RPG Maker watching this video right now, they're probably like, oh yeah, I know that. Guys, stop it. I watched a person struggle with this, and I thought that I thought this was, it's obvious, but maybe to us it's obvious. Maybe to us. Maybe not to everyone. Maybe it's not obvious to everyone. So let's build our town. Let's add some grass. So we already added this grass, but we want to add some tall grass too. So there's all tall grass. So these tiles are up here. Everything that I'm about to highlight, those are all animated tiles. And when I say animated, this water moves around when you're inside the game. Right click, set starting position, player. That's how I moved my player. And And we want to get rid of this because we want to get into the game super fast for very quick playtesting purposes. So as you can see, the water moves around. Animated tiles. Okay, so the next thing we want to do, we're gonna grab our wall tiles, any wall that you want, and build 3 layers. And you can build any level of layers, but 1, 2, 3, and 2 blocks high, 3 blocks width for learning purposes, because you're the developer, you do whatever you want. But for teaching purposes, this is what I'm gonna go with. This is what I'm gonna teach. And then once you get once you get it down, once you grasp how everything works, start exploring. Build longer ones. Build a 5 block castle, or whatever. So you can tell right away that's a house. And you put your little windows and whatever. And let's make this let's make this a little bigger, because I want to put a little bridge somewhere here. I'm not gonna get into. I'm here for teaching purposes, not for mapping. Let's not get off topic. So, okay, that's how it works, guys. Our little vegetables right there, whatever. But that's how these tiles work. This is the A tile. The A tile is where your walls and your ceiling is. For mountains, once you're inside the town map that you built, this is where our mountains are located also. When these right here, assuming that we put oh snap, look, there's a mountain behind our little town. So now we gotta add a mountain behind our little town. So there we go. There's our little mountain. And but you're gonna notice that it took away my my house, and so we're just gonna add it again. And you're gonna notice this little bump right here. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hit shift, and then I'm gonna color across it. Oh, I'm coloring with the wrong tile actually. I want to color with the mountain tile. Hit shift, boom, just like that. Hit shift and down, boom, and hit shift and down, boom. Actually, I want this tile to look like the others. There you go. And I'm gonna hold right on my mouse, and everything that I just highlighted, that's the tile that I'm about to paint in if I'm in the pencil mode. See, just like that. Control Z to go back, and I'm gonna add this little house up here somewhere. And again, hold shift and instead of going like this, you see how it got deformed? If you hold shift, then it gives you the stretched tile only. So we're gonna hold shift and we're only gonna get stretched tiles. Actually, I want the little grass right there. Okay, and that's basically how you do the map. Now inside the house. Oh wait, first we gotta. There, now it's a house. Now you can go inside the house. But this house isn't looking that cute. We gotta make that house look cute. Again, you can stretch this out however you want. See? Right click, edit, inside tile. Here you can select from a range of music for when you go inside the house. That's what the kind of music that's going to start playing from whatever you selected. And this is kind of like ambient noise, kind of like a river just flowing down, and it's looped. It goes on forever until you give it a command to stop. But we're not going to do that right now. We're working with tiles right now. We're learning how to tile so that you can go and learn from those amazing content creators for mapping. So here you have tiles for ceilings, and you must be asking, well, we already finished building the house, right? Why are we building another house? No, that's not what we're doing. That's not what the ceiling tiles are in this section of tiling, the inside section. The reason we have ceilings in this section is to close off the house, to give your player a sense of size. This is the size of my house from here to here. And then you do the walls. And then actually some people don't do this. You can decide that you want to put a wall over here, but some people don't put a wall over here. Some people just leave it like that, and that's all right. Now you're gonna put your carpet down. And there you go. That's the inside of your house. Now, depending on the tutorial that you're watching for mapping, you're gonna see this. That's the exit. That's the exit to your house. You can either do that or you can do this. And add like a little door over here. Now that's our exit. That's my way of mapping. Everyone has their own. Map however you want. This is not a mapping tutorial. So this house is a little too big, actually, for my taste. Left click is for drawing. Right click is when you're on the mapping button. Will catch if you right click, that's the tile you're using now. right click over here on the carpet. Now you have the carpet tile. And again, if you hit shift and you hold it and you draw while holding the shift, you get a stretched, clean version of the tile that you're using. Let's go over here to this side of this map. I'm going to click here. And because I clicked on it, these are automatic tiles. All of these are automatic tiles. Well, most of them are anyway. And they fix themselves when you draw on them. See, that's fixed now. If I were to draw right here, it fixes itself. And that's it for this tutorial, guys. You basically have your map. Oh, we said we were gonna have 3 houses for this map, weren't we? Let's make a log house. Now you're probably asking yourself, oh, that's a blue roof and a green and red and all these trees and whatever. Yeah, here they are. Blue roof. And yellow roof. And what else? Orange. Wait. Green. We have our green also. Whatever. Do whatever you want. It's your game, you know. But rpgmakermv, thanks for coming along. Oh, and save your progress. Always save your progress. And make copies of your progress also. If you mess up somewhere and you don't want to pull your hair, because you know, going bald is a style that isn't for everyone, then you're gonna want a backup. Because if you mess something up and you saved it, then and you don't like it, you're able to go back if you made backups. Alright, guys, thanks for coming along for this lovely video. I hope it wasn't long. There's my SpongeBob right there. I like SpongeBob, guys. Alright, peace.